I'm Lady T 506. Welcome to my channel. Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be doing Braxton Family Values episode 4. Show gets started. Tony, she's going to be receiving an award from Lupus LA. So her and her sisters and her mom, they go to LA and they stay at Tamar's house. And when they get there, Tamar is handing in pieces of paper for rules of her house. And I'm like, some people, they may have rules like, I want you eating up too much food, or eating all the food up, or, certain rules are, these are the certain towels you use. Some people have the fancy towels and the regular towels. But, Tamar then brought in a whole new level of stuff. I don't remember everything that was on the list, but here's some of them. One, only eat in the kitchen, not in other rooms. And I can understand that. You don't want to get the house, full of, food and crumbs and all that stuff. 2, the maid is for me only, not for y'all, so clean up after yourselves. One of them. 3 is, we getting up at almost like 8 in the morning to exercise. Yeah. What else is it? When you come in, wash your hands, change your clothes. I don't want to catch germs. And another one was that Tony had to go get a tan with her. Now this is where it threw me off, because I didn't know black women, men, people of color got tans. Maybe that's just me, being on the more chocolate side of the brown skinned people, that I wouldn't just say I need a tan. But, Tamar being on the lighter side, I guess she figures, just a little tan wouldn't hurt. So, her and Tony go get a tan. They had the tanning place. Tony's in there getting her tan, and she came out, and it just didn't look right. And then Tamar gonna say, it ain't my fault. Well, seeing as how you brought her here, you said she was gonna get the tan, so it's kind of your fault. You up for a little bit, Tony didn't have to do it, but since you put the idea out there, then yes. Oh yeah, another one of the rules. Tracy, Tawanda, and Trina had to share a room. The room she has for when her nephews come to stay with bunk beds. Yeah, they gotta stay in there. Tamar got her own room, the mom got her own room, and Tony got her own room. But it's just Tracy, Tawanda, and Trina gotta sleep in the room with the bunk beds. Yeah. Tony, she's been, if you've been watching episodes, you've been seeing how she's been tired lately, and she lets, the camera people know that, hey, I have lupus, and it affects my heart. And people with lupus, it's an autoimmune disease, and it's basically your body attacks itself. It goes for your major organs, and hers just so happens to attack her heart. So she goes to the doctor to make sure everything's okay, and the doctor tells her she's fine. Everything's good. Tamar has a surprise for everybody. She's like, well, I have a visitor coming, and the mom's automatically, I know you didn't bring your daddy here. They parents are divorced, and I'm assuming the way the mom was acting, it wasn't a pleasant one. So she goes to the door, and it's her brother Mikey. He's come to, spend time with the family. It's the first time in years that all of Miss Evelyn's kids have been together in the same area at once. So I thought that was really nice. Next morning over breakfast, Tamar suggested maybe her mom was over there just looking at her cheeks and stuff and her eyes, and suggested mom get Botox. And I didn't think the mom was going to be, for it or anything. But she was like, yeah, just tell me when and where, and I'm there. So her mom, she didn't, the forehead area, it's just around her mouth area. She had what they call, I think they said it was fillers. And Tony went with Tamar and Miss Evelyn. But Tony couldn't stay in the room because she didn't want to see her mom getting poked with no shots. But Tamar stayed. She just didn't watch, which I couldn't watch my mom getting poked with no needle in the face neither. But okay. Tamar and Trina, they're at a restaurant and they're arguing, and Tony's there too. They're talking about somehow Trina is, very selfish, how she pays for, I guess, when one of her sisters sings back up for her. Then it got to a subject where when their mom and dad were going through a divorce, and her mom didn't get any money out of the divorce to, help support herself. It was Tamar and Tony that had to help out. And Tony, she just breaks down. I guess, them fighting and then her being sick, it just all boiled up into one. And she only told, I guess, her mom and Tawana her illness. So everybody goes to dinner, and Tony lets it be known that I have lupus. And Tamar, she does not take it well, which I understand. I wouldn't be able to take it well if I found out my brother was sick. But she was like, that's why I'm tired so much, because I guess one of the symptoms is fatigue. And, you've always seen her, when she gets done doing something, she wants to lay down to preserve her energy. And with that disease, stress is not your friend. And I'm that's with any disease. So, she's like, I'm not trying to be mean or rude when, you guys want to do something and I go and lay down. She's thinking about her health because she has 2 little kids, and, she can't have any stress. And Tamar is losing it. Everybody's like, oh my goodness. And she's like, I'm fine right now, I'm healthy, my heart's doing better, but, it seems like it's the lupus is just attacking her heart and anything else. And I guess in a way that's good that it's not, attacking other organs as well. It's just that one, even though the heart is like one of the major organs in the body, it's just that it's just attacking one and not all. We're going to switch over to, they're talking about, I know this is like not in order, but they're talking about Tracy and her manners, her unladylike manners. And Tamar thinks, Tracy is ghetto. And Tracy may be a little ghetto, but Tamar can bring the ghetto out as well when she's talking and when she's yelling. She'll slip into it and then slip back out. So she has a little bit in her. So they go see this etiquette coach, and Tracy, she's not feeling it. Tamar's coming in, she's showing how she sits and all this stuff, and the woman is basically telling her, you doing all this wrong, and telling her that when you're not supposed to cross your legs, that can cause varicose veins, which I didn't know that. I guess that was a little information. So they go about doing that. They go to the ceremony, and Tony is awarded her little plaque, and she lets everybody know that, I have lupus. And a lot of people were shocked. I was too. I didn't know until this episode. But she's like, she didn't want to tell anybody because she didn't want to lose work. People think, oh, she's sick, she's going to be tired all the time, I can't work with her. But I guess, I just needed to let my story be known that, you can't always tell, a person's sick just by looking at them. Look, I'm looking healthy, and I have lupus. So, hey, that's what Tony said. Well, nothing else really happened on that video. If you're doing, watching a video, doing reviews, do it, post it to me as a video response. I want you to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, share. This is Lady T, signing off. Have a good one.